Alright, we're doing AOF5, but I want to show y'all something about just modded Minecraft in general. On the Feed the Beast mod pack, you have to go into, on Feed the Beast, you have to go into settings to change this, but on CurseForge and probably Fabric, excuse me, you have to go to installations. You're going to hit this button, you're going to hit edit, more options. That is 4 gigs, no, 2? I think it's 2 gigs. No, it's 4. I got something mixed up. And then you're going to input any number. This is 6 gigabytes. Or, yes, it is 6 gigabytes, I believe. You're going to hit save. Now, when you launch it, I will have, and you might as well, 2 extra gigabytes of RAM to be able to run a mod pack. If you're getting a lot of lag spikes and stuff, if it's always capping near 93% memory, I'd recommend doing something like this. Because Minecraft is a memory-heavy game. Some games are heavy on your CPU. Minecraft's heavy on your, RAM. How did I forget that? I literally just mentioned it. And so, boom. It's pretty cool. 30%. Ooh, what's this? That looks nice. Huh. Noted. It takes a while to load. But if we look in Task Manager, or literally right in front of us, you can see it loads. Yeah, so if you watched the last video, which was an explanation on where Feed the Beast Ocean Block is going to go in episode 6, you might know that I mentioned that we're going to do a few things different. I think the only thing was upping the tick rate, or random tick speed. I don't know if I want to do keep inventory. That's kind of cheesy. And for a YouTube series, I don't think people want to watch someone just like, oh, hey, look, this person put on keep inventory. Look at that. Granted, I probably don't use it like others, but still. And there's probably grave mods and other stuff. So, you know. It takes a while to load. My PC is a bit old. Compared to nowadays, the graphics card is in the triple digits. Like, that's how old it is. It's a 970. But I need to upgrade so much more. We're going to keep it on hard. We're going to allow cheats for a little bit of endgame. I'm doing this based on a server that I used to play in that had this mod pack, and it was really fun. So the random tick speed was, I believe, 10 times more. And the only cheat you could do is fireworks for anything. So, let's go for random, I guess. There's some mod packs I really enjoy, or some mods I really enjoy in here. One of them, I believe, is Conjuring. It's a very late game mod, so you won't see it until 5 or 6, if this even blows up. I've been noticing, though, that episode 4 and 5 of Ocean Block have recently soared to 24 views, both, which for me is amazing. That is a lot of views. I want to thank y'all so much. Especially if you're returning, watching this Minecraft, sticking around. 1, please subscribe. I'm going to sell out a little bit here. Just subscribe. Come on. You know you want to do it. Maybe comment, like as well for algorithm. Even though I literally just said, oh, hey, I'm not doing this for that. I could do it for that a little bit. Right? If I get a little audience, then it's not going to hurt people. Unless my takes are, like, atomically bad. And my editing never changes. Which it might not. But going forward, if I get returning viewers on all my videos, I might have to look into a paid editing software. Because the only one I have right now puts a giant ass watermark on your fucking screen. It's annoying. So, this looked like a very bad spawn for a second. But yeah, so it introduces soul tools. These are amazing. It's an upgrade to netherite, which uses stuff like this. You need, it's very end game, I'd say, because you need 2 wither stars to get a complete set. Which, that's not very end game. I just say that's end game, because very end game would be like, oh hey, look at this. You need like 40,000 nether stars to make 1 gigafart of this item. Yeah, so all of Fabric 5. This is one of my favorite mod packs. There is bad backpacks in this mod, which is amazing. There's also Ultimine enabled by default. So there's a few things that changed. What in the world? What? Oh. I think I got so used to Ocean Block's water that I forgot what actual water was like. So yeah. I'm gonna try and build a base in this episode. That's my only goal for today, is get settled somewhere. Because constantly when I'm in a mod pack like this, I'm very nomadic. Which isn't a bad thing per se, but still, I'm very nomadic compared to someone who would settle a base near world spawn, which I might not. I'm still gonna travel a lot. I usually go nomadic, and if I don't quit and make another world for no reason at all, I guess I'll keep that on. I usually just I try and go for a village. I'm struggling for words apparently somehow. But I try and find a village that I like, which takes forever, and I just end up being very nomadic with big backpack and stuff. Anyways. So, the main goal is to set up a base. But a different goal is to actually get a good backpack, right? By the way, you should really... Wait, was that a creeper? No, it's just a grass block. Doesn't look like there's a way out of there anyways. Well, there is. I'm just too lazy. Using the corner of the screen thing is very, very cool for exploration type mod packs. Oh, there's a snake around here. Look at this. Look at the cutie. Snakes are lovely. Some snakes aren't, but I think it's a like, most animals out there are not going to want to actually actively hunt you down. Like, maybe some stupid ones, like, I mean, I wouldn't say catfish are that stupid, but, you know, the goonch. That's such a stupid name. I can't believe that's one of the deadliest fish, and it's called the fucking goonch. That's so weird to me. Like, the thing is, the fish that's probably killed the most people, well, no, the animal would definitely be something different. It'd probably be mosquitoes. I went on fish. I've been watching a freaking or marine biologist recently. Just to watch a lot of his videos. Forget, it's like AJ, whatever. But sharks are probably the deadliest animals, right? The thing is, you're probably more likely to die to a fucking icicle than a shark. And even if you aren't, it's probably matching. And dying to an icicle would be way more embarrassing than dying to a shark, wouldn't we agree? You also have different, like, okay, back on track. I don't know where I was going. Most animals are not going to actively try and kill you. They're going to try and defend themselves. Because you are fucking huge. Compared to them, usually. Or you have some sort of advantage, usually. Or you're in their territory. Oh, right. We have vein miner. Sapphire ore. Okay. You shouldn't be too afraid of animals. I'd still keep a little fear. It's not like I'm saying, oh, hey, you should go up and pet every animal. Because, no, you'll probably die. They'll probably put a defensive venom attack into you. And kill you in like 2 seconds. But most animals are probably going to try and stay away from you. Because they realize you're a bigger threat. Because you are a bigger threat. Even against alligators, you're probably still a bigger threat. Because you have intelligence, dexterity, and even you can use tools. Alligators will beat you in strength, yes, but I think you're better than them at you know, dexterity, speed. Not speed though. Alligators can get real fast. It's not you know, whatever. But a lot of animals are gonna fear you over actively wanting to kill you. Those that do want to kill you are probably stupid. No, I think the water fixes are a bit different in this pack. Or I'm just going crazy, but just keep in mind, most animals probably don't want to kill you. So if you just keep your distance from them, you should be fine. I forget what these are for, but these are valuable. And it's insane to see a lot of them here. They're mermaid gems. And I forget what they're used for, but I think they're somewhat valuable. They're not overly valuable. Because, as you can see, we're getting a ton of them here. They're in plants, supposedly at the bottom of the sea, even though this is nowhere near the bottom of the sea. Like, if these are insanely valuable, they should probably be kept to deep ocean. Now, I want to look at that. Because that looks freaky, which means I should go towards it and lose. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we do that, let's go here. So I want to get settled on our first episode. Not first day, but first episode. Because we're going to be here for way more than this. Harvest staff. I think it might be. But one of our main goals right here. Go quit. Oh, there's a village over there. Actually, we're gonna take a little trip. We're gonna take all these products. They make beautiful, beautiful items. Rainbow windows and beds. Ooh, I like it. They're gonna take a little detour to that village though. For a bed, mainly. Let's just get rid of this. I don't think I needed to jump there. This mod pack does not have that, frankly, maybe a little overpowered, mod that, randomly gives you 2 hearts for every new food you eat. It's random. But sometimes you'll just get it. What in the world? Oh! That's cool. If this wasn't so mountainous, or whatever you'd call it, then I'd probably be dead set on that. But it's way too much of a harsh terrain for me to want to set up here early. I usually set up near a village because I don't like, you know, dragging villagers like hundreds of meters. Because that gets a little redundant. That gets a little, boring. We've lost our first bit of hunger. Amazing, right? I could get iron from this guy, but I'm a little too scared. That's a crow. What in the world? Ruby and sapphire. I think those aren't even used for... I don't think they're used for tools, but I think they're used for a mod pack. Well, yeah, no shit, they're used for a mod pack. They're in a mod. We're gonna look for a light bed so we can dye it. We'll go for this board I'll make it rainbow. Because can I even use this to make a rainbow bed? No. So I just have to stick with this bed for now. Until I kill 3 sheep. Then I can dye the wool. And then... Oh, I couldn't get iron from this guy anyways. Look at all these guys. These guards will probably obliterate me. I don't understand why villagers will go to sleep earlier than you. It's kind of annoying. You can see they're grouped up on my bed now. I hope I don't hit them. My god. Alright. Now? Oh my god. Now? Now? What in the world? This is clearly nighttime. Like, you'd call this nighttime. What in the world is that? It's a griffin. The freaking moon is out. It is night right now. You'd call this night. What? What in the world is going on? Zombies are spawning. It bugged out. I do want your crit me that. Don't crit me that. Or you can hit me that. Wow, we're on half a heart. Amazing. And I didn't even get his tool. What in the world is happening? There we go. What in the world was that? It just randomly... What? Oh, come on. That's BS. Okay. Whatever. I see some cows nearby. We're gonna go get them. That was almost our first death. That was a close call. Now I can clickbait that. Eh? Yeah, let's get that YouTube algorithm grind. What in the world? What's the attack speed? 0.8. Huh. Oh no, that's normal. Okay. I was like, huh, that's a little slow. Alright, we've also got horses nearby. If you love horses, I'd look away. That was so close, though. I almost died there. I didn't think he hit me twice. I'm lucky he had a shovel. Oh. I think this might be better. Just because... That's definitely a mod. I need to hit him for grass. Wow. We don't have enough still. So we're gonna need another cow. Maybe only one, please. Speaking of. Is that a griffin or a that's a griffin. I don't know if they're hostile, because I've only seen them in creative. I have played this in survival many times. I think I mentioned that. Just because the villagers aren't attacking it doesn't mean it's friendly. Hello? Oh. No portable crafting, which kind of sucks. Which means maybe I can change this to a crafting station. There's no tinkers in this mod pack, which I think that's cringe. So, anyways, now we can shove most of our useless crap. In fact, we don't even need that. There's no reason to keep that on us. We can't put the backpack in there, but that's self-explanatory. Hey, let's just allow them to put that in there. Okay. I am in a state where I don't need to store stuff, which is amazing. Alright. So the combat of Minecraft is pretty cool. It's simple, but yet not, like, overly weird. It's not it's simple. It's very simple. But it's not, like, too simple, right? It's still a part of Minecraft. In fact, there's a mod in here that can do some insane bosses. They have 15. 2 of them have 1,500. 2 of them have 2,000 health. And they regen at like 10 health points a second. They're insane mods. Or they are insane bosses. Apparently some of them are cheesable with a bow. But if you've seen the Void Blossom or... The Void Blossom or what was... So they have the Nightlight, which I think is one of the two... I think that's a 2,000 boss. The Obsidiolith, which is end only. It has 2,000. The... Oh, this is a temple. The Obsidiolith, the Nether Gauntlet. I actually take this because, as I said, can I even harvest this? Okay, I can. That's good. This will be insanely valuable once we get into that other mod pack. I even mentioned it. It's Conjuring. World... What? Lush. As well. And it looks prettier. I think that's a much prettier shade of brown. I think y'all can agree. I forget. So, these are new structures. They all have a different trap in them. Oh, I wonder what it is. If it's potions, then I'm gonna have to be careful. Oh, yeah, you can see that increased tick speed. I forgot I did that. It isn't. It's tipped arrows. We'll take the string. String, very valuable. Early game. You can make wool, you can make bow, make a fishing rod, which is a good source of food early game. What is that? Oh, there's a grave nearby. Huh, that might be ours in a second if I don't figure out this trap. Because each of these have a different trap. And I'm worried this one might be a wood pressure plate. Oh. What? You just break that like that. That doesn't mean it's disarmed. Oh, we're gonna craft a few torches. There's the, there's more TNT. I think the Ultimine might be a little cheaty. I think we can both agree on that. I'm scared. Okay, so there's some redstone. Destroy that. Oh, that's the trap. Down there. I see. Was that the trap? Just a daylight sensor to detect daylight if you mine down? That might have just been the trap. Which is fine. I like these because they each have a different trap. Oh, redstone. Alright. Hopefully these aren't trapped. We'll mine behind them. You always have to be wary of these. Because it could be any different trap. Yeah, so you can't grab chests while crouched, which I find a little... Yeah, I'm actively spamming. Crouch, uncrouch. We've got diamonds. Quick charge, I'm not a fan of crossbows. emeralds. We can make a good backpack with those. Iron, Iron horse armor. I wouldn't say to iron. Dragon slash. That sounds badass. Didn't mean to do that. And we have the one. Alright. Sharpness 3. Alright. That's not a bad haul. These are dark oak? I guess it's dingy in here, so it might look like it's different. Yeah, that's a nice first haul. We need to get some iron now, though. Definitely. Oh, we need to get rid of these. We have a few useless things in here. Though we could keep those we don't want the instant damage arrows for now. I mean, yeah, they would be good, but we only get 2 of them. However, we could get more. It's a tough decision. Right here, some GMM in the background. I just can't do something like this without background noise. I'm sorry. I will take the tipped arrows, but only the harming ones. Because in here, hopefully, yeah, there should be some harming arrows in some of these. Which will be useless against undead mobs, I think. Because it would just heal them, which actually, that would be a downside. Like a heavy downside. Because think of the things you're going to attack with a bow, right? Skeletons. Mainly. Maybe a few other things, but still, skeletons mainly. I think I just convinced myself out of it. Because that's a useless inventory slot. Being taken up by that. Why don't you get back in my inventory? Yeah. So, let me show you real quick. Just how much you need. Because you need 1 of these, granted. Just 1. This is a really good part of the mod. You'll need 4 of these, so that's what, 2? That's not 2, that's 8. 10, 13. Gilded blackstone. It's usually very rare. Usually. But of course, it's modded Minecraft. You could probably find that very easily. Like, you could probably fart that out by finding a random structure. Like, we only need 10 now because of the structure. That's a very cool trap, though. A daylight center triggering TNT. Like, if you weren't being careful like me, I could see you falling into that trap very easily. Right? Alright. We've got emeralds as well. That'll be good for any villages we discover. Alright, so we also have a mini-map mod. Let me check the recording real quick. We're at 28 minutes. I don't care if this gets into the 2-3 hour mark. If people like it, they'll watch it. What is this? Red tulip, orange tulip. Sadly, it doesn't have the good meteor mod. Because there is a meteor... Oh my god. My bad. There is a meteor mod that I really like, but I don't think it's updated. It's in none of the major mod packs I play. I might take some more of it. Again, this might be good for farms. Yeah. So, now what? Exploration, I guess. We do have a pickaxe, which means we can safely explore these. These have some... Okay. But, alright, so this is... We're gonna get a material from Conjuring here. If this breaks before something like this happens. Of course, we got a little unlucky. Well, we have a stone pickaxe, so it's gonna take a while. But this will get us our first Conjuring item. It is the Soul Ball Pucker. I don't know what it is. We got this, we got Let's put a few other things in here. Or not. Alright, where's the other chest? Right there. I think that happens if you... I don't know how that happens. But this is the main part of conjuring that's used in basically most of the recipes. Most of the actual recipes. That was actually creepy. That reminded me of Iron Lung. Of course, it probably wasn't inspired by that. Because Iron Lung is particularly... Like, these are supposed to be deep sea plants, right? And look. There's probably some around here. I'm not sure if I can find it. But, yeah. So, let's try and find a village, shall we? I guess the 30-minute... Like, 2 hours would be fine if I had an editing software. Oh, there's a village. An editing software to kind of, you know, pad it down to 30 minutes, even an hour, a digestible size for an edited video. But it's just one, that's a lot of work for something that might not even be well received. Like, if I could get at least 500 views of it, not 500, 500 is a bit insane. At least some amount of views, like a good amount per vid, I'd debate about it, right? But it's just, I've gotten 24 consistently on over an hour-long videos, unedited in a sky block or an ocean block. I want to say a sky block like modpack, but it's just like not. It's like, oh, this is blasphemy. This is nothing like skyblock. It's the same premise. I would take a block of iron right now. I forget if these can have those. If it has a block of diamond, it's got a block of raw copper. I don't feel like taking it. Yeah, so that last one was a modded village. Well, the Doi. You can see it by the rooftops, but this is another village. Maybe we'll find some, I don't know. I want to save at least 4 emeralds, and you'll see why once we get more backpacks. Because you need 4 emeralds and 4 diamonds to get a really good backpack. Why activate seeds? Boring. This village looks so big on the map because it's probably across a hill, so it doesn't look big to me. There's a grave over there. By the way. Wait, what? What am I missing? Let's look at the mini-map real quick. There's no blacksmith. Yeah, so it's just small. Anyways, we've got a tower over there. Those are annoying to climb. And we've got a bucket. There's a meteor over there. Yeah, that's a cringe meteor. It's like, I don't know if it's actually valuable, but it's definitely not valuable early game because you can't even mine the skystone without a diamond pickaxe. Or, yeah. And all that's in there is like some weird thing. I just want to make sure it's not targeted. Fire protection 4. That's better than iron, though. Because that's only against fire. I would kill for a little iron right now. I might actually go to the meteor, see if there's any exposed iron. So I usually look for, like, a taiga village for some reason, just because I like spruce wood so much. But I think I'll go with any village. Here's another snake. See, they're harmless. They're probably neutral. A lot of mobs are just neutral. Oh wow, you can see leaves decaying. Because I think this is like, there's like a priority spawning system, and I think this one's pretty low. which is fun. Because, like, if it weird, if it didn't do stuff like this, then it wouldn't be as cool, right? Like, imagine looking at something and it doesn't even go through a building next to it, right? You'd be pretty disappointed. But if it tears through buildings and stuff, it feels like an actual meteorite. Right? Right, we do have a furnace, but I can't make another one, depending on how much iron we get. I usually get iron through exploring, but this meteor is huge. Quite literally in multiple aspects. Huge in a size way and in a progression way. Like, people are like, oh, this is huge. We got this rare item here, right? They usually mean that for progression. I'm not saying things can not literally be huge. And also huge. Well, I'm definitely not saying that. I don't know why I'm specifying that I'm not. Alright, we got some more iron up here. I forget the new ore spawning patterns. I think it's just like so much has changed or something. It's like some ores cannot be found where they were before, and then the inverse of that. Some ores can be found where they weren't. Vein miner's pretty insane. I don't know if I'm okay with that mod being in. Granted, I could stop using it, right? But it's so much easier. Just, oh hey, let me hit the tilde key and boom, wow, they're all gone magically. All right, let's take a peek on our mini map. We got that village. We got another village here. Doesn't look like it has a blacksmith, but it does look like it has a blast furnace. There's something here. Oh, that's a limestone. I thought that was going to be like a mine shaft. There's another village here. So we're just going to set a waypoint, temporary. Of course, it picked the prettiest color. He's in there, deep. That first one was weird. I'm still kind of confused. I guess I placed the bed in a spot where it bugged out a little, so it just wouldn't sleep. Right? Yeah, see, there's one village. We don't have Optifine. I don't have Optifine. Maybe you need to enable it. Hold on. Let's take a look real quick. Keybinds. Optifine. Zoom. Yeah, okay. So, let's go explore these two. I see... Oh, that's a dirt hut. Right. Anyways, let's go over to this village here. Maybe one day they'll add soul alloy armor, but they'd have to make the gems do something different for armor. Right? That seems like a coding nightmare, because currently they're for tools only. And they do different... Oh my god. Oh my god. They do different... Oh my god. They do different things depending on which gem. There's one that increases your range, one that gives you like haste, one that gives you free looting / fortune, and these stack with enchantments, by the way. It's not like you, oh hey, you put a gem on a tool and it's instantly not useful because it can't enchant. No, you can get the enchantment on top of that. I think they might carry over from Netherite as well. So yeah, I'll have to show you that in a later episode, because that is a really fun mod. Anyways. Oh, I mixed a few things up. I mixed the stonecutter's house up with blast furnace. Ever. Still got lit. Feels a little odd that these guys don't attack you for looting. Granted, that would kind of make villages a little endgame-ish, but, you know. Well, you've also got a ton of structures that give you, not endgame-ish, mid-game-ish. Like, not the end game. But you also get like a crap ton of loot from other structures. You know? This is a weird bounty board. That is like really weird. Then this, it's only for leather. A decree. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's very many good rewards here. Just leather armor. I wouldn't mind this, but I'd have to actually go out and find those freaking mobs and kill them. Oh, I forgot. Bunnies attract carrots. I don't know. I just haven't seen bunnies a lot because I usually just kill them. I don't kill them, I just avoid them. I really like the new generation of the... Whoa. The new generation nowadays is so awesome. It feels like Minecraft. You know? It's like super tall mountains, super deep, luscious, wide caverns. Like, you can actually use caverns to describe caves now. Because beforehand, cave would fit too well, right? Oh, they're small. They've got some big rooms, but they're usually just overly small. Alright, well, we're gonna put this away. Because... wow, we've got free food. It's amazing, right? So... I'm not going to stop this episode until I build a base. How about that? I don't know if people are going to make it this late into the video. If you are this late into the video, or even if you skipped here magically, thank you. Like, it can be genuinely hard as someone... like, even if I'm not doing this for a legitimate career, it still can be hard. Giggity. Well, now we've got a bug. That's cool. There's 2 trading achievements, so it feels a little weird. One of them is vanilla. One of them is from, I think, more villagers or something. Yeah. So now I want to look over at this thing. I think it's probably going to be flooded with hostiles. That would kill me in like one hit, because especially because it's hard. But yeah. It's made of petrified oak material, which I don't remember where exactly you'd find that otherwise, right? I think you had to make it or something. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's a griffin. No, it's a... yeah, there's more creepers in this back as well. That was kind of stupid. I just stared at the guy. I got confused because I remember vividly. I encountered like a... my bad. There's no shot. It's not a freaking mansion. I think it's a different structure entirely. Meant to represent a mansion type thing. We need to find a spot to settle and smelt. I see. This has me curious. It doesn't look hostile. It's probably be coming at me and fucking murdering me instantly. Just big butterflies. There's another one right there. Kind of scary. Yeah, it's not a mansion. It could be a tiny version. Well, here's a village. Sometimes you'll encounter stuff, something like this. This is probably the most I've seen. Literally just in the water. So I might try and get iron from these guys though, because there's no guards in this. And we'll be fine. We'll definitely try and use a crafting table. There we are. See, there's one. I could easily find a place to trap him and kill him. It's just, why bother? We've got a... Excuse me? There's a blast furnace. And instead of using regular coal, you need to remember that we have this here. Deep slate bricks in here. Okay. This is the problem with underground villages. They're kind of watery. A little bit watered down, if you will. I'm just gonna go put up a crafting station here. In fact, we'll probably burn all of our tools. Because we're about to... We're just gonna go straight to freaking iron. And now we have bread. And we also need to upgrade our backpack. Which you do with iron. Like so. Now, we have a plated backpack, which has another slot to show. So. Also just get way more. We might as well get a sticks as well. Did I have some already? No, I didn't actually. So pickaxe. I really let me just let me take a quick rant here. I hate that achievement name because it doesn't even fit. It's like it's supposed to be, isn't it ironic? Because it's mentioning the song, right? But it doesn't fit right. It enrages me. Okay. Anyways, actually, can we? I think there's better shields as well. So I might just go straight to that. They have more durability. I think that's it. So I don't see the point in actually upgrading to that. Because in my honest opinion, the Minecraft shield's one of the cooler looking shields. My god. These are damp carpet. See, look at this. It's just water. Everything's waterlocked. And there isn't even anything. I might take some books. I used to do that a lot, and then I decided, oh. Maybe we should get into that. Hold on. We might actually get to that. Get off my screen. Oh my god. Oh my god. I hope it's not one for every freaking book. That would be annoying. I had... Alright. So I think I might honestly also upgrade my armor as well. If I can. Oh, I can. 100%. I don't know when I got that. Both arms. Need legs. Chest. Helmet. Now we're good. Right? Let's just let the rest of this smell. Bookshelf, an Arcanist bookshelf. I don't want to keep these books, but if I forget some of these spells. Yeah, so right, right, left. I know this is left, left, left. I don't know these, though. Left, right, right. It scrambles enemies and stream more. Right, left, right. Okay. Probably more in here. We already have arcane is very... Yeah, we already have. Telekinetic. Any foe flying. This foe will send the people flying. Okay. Why am I keeping the TNT? Is it used for anything? Doesn't seem like it. Anything I'd want, you know? Strip miner. Cold digger. You guys just use a gunpowder block though, which is probably, you know, gunpowder powder in a block. Alright, I was just making sure there wasn't some weird mod making it explode if you did something like that. So now we have an upgraded backpack. And I want to upgrade it further. After. Well, we haven't upgraded everything. Kind of upgraded everything. So if there are any villagers in here, they're gonna be below. I almost hit that guy out of his skin. I was like, oh, there's a hostile here. I think he's outside the building. So if there are any villagers in here, they'd be down here. You know, there's a lot of iron golems, which has me hoping there's... Yeah, here we are. Hey, buddy. It is though, right? Yeah, so let's sleep. I might eat a banana. I'll take melon. Because it can be used in trade, and I like what in real life. It's not a good food source, but if I like it in real life and it's good for trade, why shouldn't I keep it? Yeah, so we have a basic combat kit here. Iron sword, shield, iron armor. Like, we could take on a cave, at least. Well, we could take on anything. Do you want me to hit you?
Huh?
Yeah, you heard what I said. That happens sometimes. I think it's a bit, you know, strange. It should probably be fixed because it's free iron. It's like 30. But then again, as I've said, you could probably get big stuff. I've never seen that in the village like this. You can go into like any structure. You could get a block of diamonds from a freaking grave. You get a grave site. There's gonna be nothing stopping you from looting all that, and you'll come out with so many goodies as well. It has a ladder, so it's not to be easy. What is it though? I don't remember what these are used for. I think they're used for a heart, which is used in the staves, if you will. So we have just enough for one, or maybe even a little more than that. We can try and make one right now, because I think the forge staff is also valuable. I don't know. I haven't played with one of those staves in forever. Doesn't look like there's anything interesting down here. We're at Y level 18 though. So we could reasonably just do something like this and find something. Right? We'll do a small strip. Alright, cool. Alright, now our goal is to get gold. And also find a place to settle. Yeah, that's always a goal. Oh, this is just whole area. waterlogged. Yeah, so hopefully we can. I'm not gonna stop the recording until I find a place to settle. Do I have 2 saplings? I think I do. Yeah, we might as well use it and get rid of it, eh? Make some space in here. Oh, my bad. I tabbed out. I guess that doesn't reflect in-game, does it? Getting rid of stuff so I can store the books in here, because I do want to keep those. It seems like something fun to play with. You see these guys trying to move, and they just can't. That doesn't mean they won't move if I, you know, attack them. Like an idiot. That doesn't mean they sit still. That's 6. Then we use these to make forest stave. Staff. Stave is plural of staff. Why am I keeping it? And the rope is very useful. So we're gonna figure that out. There's some copper. Alright, let's get out of here. Explore the world a little bit. Might eat a banana. Yeah, you can see there's a villager structure. Like, no duh, I think that's what we all expected. So yeah, you could see, I could easily edit most of this stuff out. Like, exploring. Like, I could spend hours exploring, and you'd see none of it if I had an editing software that was good. Because I could just cut it all out. Until, like, oh hey, look, I found this really cool structure. That's the, main appeal of editing, is people could just watch, like, a bite-sized bit. They don't have to watch the entire thing to get the good stuff. Which is why I think it might be good for, you know, becoming an actual content creator. Banning lily pads from the server, or at least making it not drop naturally. I think that would be a good change. Make it so they don't drop naturally. You have to silk touch them. Like, just imagine, you'd go on a boat ride, and then you wouldn't get 40 freaking lily pads from going through a swamp, right? Or any biome with lily pads, because they spawn in more than swamps. Launch on a neighbor. Like, they're decorative items, mainly. And they have some use, right? But you've got stuff like coral, which is very decorative. But you need silk touch. I'm eating a banana, so it's gonna take me a while between sayings. Coconut. Anyways. Very decorative. Coral is very decorative, but you need silk touch to even get the color, right? So, what harm would be from giving lily pads needing silk touch, right? Because then, oh, I'm having a weird reaction. Because then, it's a decorative thing, right? Can you not? Oh, you can use it to make saplings. Okay. Granted. making one item need Silk Touch because it makes boat rides a little more annoying is kind of weird. But, you know. Let's look at the minimap. We have a grave over here. And a structure over here. I don't know if I'll go there. Because I don't know what that is. I think I know what it is, but it could easily be something that's very dangerous. Oh, we have another grave site over here. Granted, they're small, but still. Oh, and there's also a trading hut here, which we'll see from this. But I did mention this in a separate video. It was 4th or the 5th episode. I think it might have even been the 3rd. I think it was 4th or 5th. But the unedited format might allow me to get my thoughts out better. But is that a reason to keep it? Like, imagine if these videos become easier to watch. I could be so far forward. I think we need soul soil as well, so I don't mind keeping it. It's just like, then I'd have an edge. What did that break? What? Okay. Iron, I guess. Magnetic. Ooh. That's pretty cool. I can see that being playing real fast. Last stand. Doesn't look like anything special, so we'll have to go to the other one. Actually, I don't need the raw beef because I got all the, you know. So, I want a pretty place to set up. And a place that's easily what's the word? Navigatable? Oh, there's another one here! Alright. Let's go to this one. Oh, there's a shipwreck here. Let's go to that first. See, this is what waypoints are for. Like, does this break Minecraft? Why was there... Yeah, like, look. These are meant to be deep-sea plants, and there was one literally in 1 meter of water. Right? Anyways. So... when you're playing modded Minecraft, it's not going to be as hard, but it might get hard through other mods, right? It's not like, oh, hey, you have a mini-map now, you can set waypoints and stuff. Wow, you can get so much loot. It's not like it's magically easier. Is it easier in early game, where you're not messing with the mods that much? Yes. But I wouldn't say it's overall easier, because you can challenge yourself in this mod type. Like, I mentioned these bosses earlier with the 1,500, 2,000 health, which is literally 3 to 4 times the amount that the Ender Dragon has. And I think that might even be a modded value in this pack. Crabbies. The Krabby Patteries. The Crabber Patterings, Mr. Spoingleboob. What do they mean, Mr. Spoingleboob? Oh my god. How do you craft this? literally just use a book. Okay, I don't want to keep that. We'll just craft a new workbench as well. Yes, we have over a stack of iron now, which is friggin' insanity. And we haven't even made a base. That's the biggest part. Alright, now we'll go over to here. Let's get rid of these. We have 5. Okay, we have 5 gold. That is... No, there's a outpost over there. I'm having a little burp problem. It's not a burp problem. I think I almost had to throw up. But nobody wants to hear that. If you're watching a big unedited video, you probably have it in the background. Maybe even while you're eating. I don't think you want to hear stuff like that. So I'm probably going to avoid stories like that. Like, I think politics shouldn't be outlawed in conversations, but for something like this, I think you're trying to get away from that a little bit. Like, of course I could get into that, but that's such a freaking slippery slope. There's one of those structures, by the way. We can go stop by it. Oh, there's a meteor here. It's not a that's a natural generation. I think that's even in vanilla. That's how good it's gotten. Alright, what was this? Literally right here. Oh, there's a grave here. We're almost there. Oh, hey, it's mending. I think there is a disenchanting table. There is not. There is a mod with that, but I think that would be a little insane in the membrane, insane in the brain, insane in the membrane, insane in the brain, insane in the membrane, insane in the brain. You know what I mean? Like, haha. I thought I saw something for a second. Body protection, boners. I could probably take an anvil from here. But we're gonna get so much. Oh, actually, let's take I don't. Okay. Let's stop by that house area and see if it's actually a thing we want. Then we'll travel to that. Yeah, we want to avoid that outpost by a lot. We almost have enough. If we kept the nuggets, oddly enough, we would have had enough. Doesn't look like it has any hostiles. And it doesn't look like it has any hostiles. I don't want to pick up something like sugar. Because just, you know. This is very horrible terrain. I don't like parkour. I think I mentioned that before in Ocean Block. Not the biggest fan of a lot of parkour. Because it goes into an idea I just personally don't like. It's a personal thing. There's people that kind of like the idea of overcoming stuff, but I get so angry, so it just feels wrong to try and do something that would enrage me. I mean, free scaffolding, maybe, but we've already got bamboo, and that's gonna grow so fast, actually, with our random tick speed boost that we have. I keep forgetting about it, because we're not actually using it yet. But fires are gonna burn way faster. Farms are gonna be way more efficient. And is that it? What else does random tick speed affect? Does it affect anything else? What? I don't know. Curse of sliding. Oh my god. Makes you slide on all blocks. That's a curse. That'd be a good curse for a mod pack. But that would get old instantly. Someone would make one jump and then realize, oh hey, wait, there's something weird going on. This is retextured ice. You know? I said I didn't like streaming, but I think the streaming format could be fine. It's just, I don't have 2 monitors, so I can't monitor chat. So I feel like that's a key part of streaming, is being able to monitor your chat. Like, oh hey, this dumbass is doing dumbass shit, right? Let me ban him. I'd have to have a different background audio source, which would probably be a copyright source as well, which, you know. So yeah, that was Botania. No, it was Spectrum. What? How did we get that? We get Amethyst. Okay. So those are farms. Why is there so many ravines here? There's a trading outpost. That's amazing. Good loot in those. What is that? I see another structure. Oh, it's a dungeon. It's a dungeon entrance. I think we're not gonna try it. Not yet. If there was a village nearby, like if that was a village, I would be happy to set up here. Sadly, it isn't though. Because then we'd have this dungeon nearby. Unless there is a village nearby. Which, there's 2. Please don't both be modded. There's a crashed tower here as well. Alright, well, I think we found our home. We've got a village near a trading outpost. Didn't mean to do that. Ignore that. Some weird bugs. Or lag. Oh, I keep forgetting. This mod pack, I think it hasn't done it yet, but I think mentioning it is going to just make it happen. You know. Sometimes it would randomly crash. I don't know if it does that anymore. Doesn't seem like it, but I don't want to jinx it. Under this way. Oh, it's the freaking. Makes such a weird sound. Big money, big money. Party and Le Epic Fail. What? I don't think mob heads have a use besides decoration, right? Or decor, my bad. Oh, let's mark this dungeon since we actually have a place to stay. Dungeon. In all caps. Let's change it to red. Or yellow. How about that? What? How? Okay, there. This is our home. Assumedly. didn't go that far from spawn. Our spawn was like, it's literally right here. This is our spawn. And this is our home. Right over here. Not that far. I'm proud of myself. Because again, as I've said before, I usually just go nomadic for hours even. So let's get a little base set up now. Oh no. Hold on. Okay. It doesn't look abandoned. I've actually had that happen in my old world on this mod bag. It'd be the perfect village in a perfect location with a river route to other villages, and it would be abandoned. I don't know. Yeah. And we're having more emeralds now. Since we're near a home, and feral. Gives us more attacks. Which is good. So there's